How we doing today, man? I have a problem with gambling. Um, I have a self-control problem. I I don't know if trading will work for me long term because I cannot control myself. Um, no, this is not some prank video or whatever it's called. Like, I don't even know. It's not like some lost a dare challenge and had to come embarrass my. No, I struggle really, really badly with self-control with my trading, with not gambling, with focusing on the money. I know what not to do. I know to not focus on the money. I know not to over leverage. I know not to revenge trade. We all know these things. So I don't for 1 second need a single person telling me, hey, don't over trade, don't over leverage. You can if you want. You can call me dumb. I am dumb. I'm a degenerate gambler. You can call me that. I don't care. I don't know why you want to bring other people down. You can just, there's this great thing that they used to say in like preschool, which is if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You can follow that logic, or you can boost the algorithm for me. I don't really care. It's not. I'm not going to take it to heart. I really just am not going to. But I have a serious problem with this. I don't care if some people think, oh, like you're whatever you want to think of why. If I have no self-control, if I'm bad at trading, if whatever, you can think that. It doesn't matter to me. I'm making this issue. I have to fix this. If I want to succeed, I have to fix this. It's the biggest thing in life that you have to learn is that you have to help yourself, right? Not saying you're all alone. And I'm just saying you have to stop making mistakes. You have to make a choice to be better. And I haven't been making that choice very well. I know it's possible because for a long time I was trading very, very well for about 3 months, which is a long time. That's a long time. Into June, July, and August, I traded fantastic. And if you guys don't believe me, go through my channel, watch recaps. We had very minimal bad days, and the mistakes were very minimal. If we made one mistake, we let it be, right? I'm just really disappointed with how I've been trading and how I've been handling losses and or not even like handling just trying to do things. If you don't know, I was $70 away from a payout on my Alpha Futures account. So, Alpha Futures, I was $70 away from a payout. Why? Because I had made it was the consistency rule, right? On this account, the standard qualified, you just have to have 40% consistency and you can withdraw 70% of the balance. So, I was about $70 away for the day. I just need to close the day up $70 to $100, and I would have been able to withdraw anywhere from $400 to $500. Knowing that, I came into the day knowing that, right? I knew if I just made a little bit of money, I would have gotten a $400 payout, and that to me was like, wow, let's do it. So what did I do? I really was bullish coming into the day. I want to go over why. Right here, I was really bullish. Let me just close this so we can see the chart better. It's a paper trade. I was really bullish coming into the day because overnight we had just sold off. I mean, this is literally overnight. This is midnight open. We were down that far. And this is Asia high. Like Asia dumped. London dumped down to what? This new week opening gap, right? The unfilled gap. I didn't think that we'd continue all the way down to this low. I thought we'd have a rebalance to equilibrium of this range. So that was my idea, was maybe even just the midnight open range, or I wanted to see us rebalance this entire range. So right up to here, but we ended up coming back down, so the range has been rebalanced and swept liquidity. But coming to the day, right, overnight, we had this push down right here, so we swept out these lows. We had this push down into the new week gap. We found support off the gap. We bounced back lower. We had a 15-minute gap and a 30-minute gap that we were respecting. So I made the worst mistake of all time, which was taking a trade pre-market. I took this trade. I made the decision to get in on this 5-minute inversion. I went in with 3 micros. I was going to go break even at this low resistance liquidity, and I was going to take profit with 2 micros here to secure the payout, and then hold to these highs right here on the last micro, make whatever I can make, right? I lost. I had my stop loss right under here, so it lost. I lost $200 or like $190. What did I then decide to do? Well, I dropped down on the time frame, And I made just a horrible decision. I made a horrible decision. Again, I don't need anyone to tell me it was dumb because I already know it was dumb. This can't happen. This is something you can't do. I don't ever trade pre-market. I don't. I just don't, because I know a lot of times it just doesn't work. I don't have the conviction in trading pre-market. It doesn't work for me. As many times, I've tried so many times, it just doesn't work for me. I don't trade pre-market. It just doesn't work for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't successfully trade pre-market. Some people smack on pre-market. I just don't. And this trade didn't play out for me. It could have. I could have very easily broke even on this trade if it just kept running, but it just didn't. And that's fine. I should have waited for market open. So what did I then do? I end up making a bonehead decision to go and long this candle. I end up longing this candle here because when we came back down, swept this low, we ended up having, we didn't have SMT, but we swept this low and we got legs up. And I was like, okay, cool. We have an inversion. We have this order block. Like, we're trying to flip. I think we're going to run this lower just liquidity now because I was bullish on the day. So I end up getting in with too many contracts. Not too many, too many contracts. And I set my take profit. I set this setting in here. I went into here. I did a setting to where if I made $300, it would close my trade for the day, so that I would secure the payout. I was literally just straight gambling to try and get the payout. I was up $250. I could have closed there. The gamble would have paid off. I could have closed there and not lost the account. Or not lost the account. I could have closed there and not hit the max loss limit. But I wouldn't have had my payout. And I would have to get another trade. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold through open. Market open. I just need to move a little bit. And market open comes in and it hits my daily loss limit that I didn't set this. So we would have probably blown the account if I didn't have this in place. And we lose $1,000. We lose $1,000. We have $1,000 left to draw down. We can recover this account, but I have to just, it's going to suck. It sucks that I did this to myself because I did this to myself. It's my fault. This is me being an idiot. Me being a gambling degenerate. All I needed was 7 points to get my payout. I needed 7 points on the market open to get a payout. 90% of the time this works out, but I'm so glad that it didn't because I did not deserve this. I deserved this to happen. I deserved to lose. I didn't deserve to let it go in my favor and get bailed out from a terrible decision, a complete degenerate decision. I didn't deserve to get bailed out. So I'm very happy. In hindsight, obviously it sucks to lose $1,000, but I'm so happy to not get rewarded for something that I didn't deserve to get rewarded from. So we're going to have to dig that account out of drawdown. We're going to have to grind our way to the finish line. And what really stinks about today is that if I would have just waited, I had a killer day on Apex. A killer day. Did I use a little bit heavier size than I normally would? Yes. Or at least risky more? Yes. I did. I was frustrated. I risked more. I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate gambler and it has to change. But I still printed on there. I made $400 on each account. I took a trade here, right? When we started breaking lower and we had this candle close, I went in short here. And on this position, I ended up making around $200. I ended up going short. I went break even on this low. And then I kind of just closed with the volatility and made about $200. And then when we came down, swept this low and kept sweeping, I didn't do anything. And then boom, we came in, dropped down. I ended up getting in on this candle here when we had this pullback. And we were expecting this inversion. We had this close. I went break even this high and then closed for a $400 day. The reason why is because you have a 30% consistency on Apex. I would have made a ton if I just held, but you have consistency rule. So the reason why I closed around $400 is because if you make the $1,600, you can only have you can't have more than 30% of your profits from one day. So 30% of those profits would be $480. So you can't make more than about $480 on Apex if you want to get paid from the account when you hit the buffer. So I do. I want to get paid. So I need about $500 more, $600 more to get a payout on these accounts. I'll be able to withdraw $500 from each. So hopefully we don't make the same mistake, and hopefully we learn from the lesson here that we were literally $70 away from getting a payout on this account. And we shot ourselves in the foot. We actually, a matter of fact, we shot both of our feet in the foot. We don't even have legs now. And it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't I can't understand how or why I would ever make that mistake. I really don't. I really don't understand why I would make that mistake. I know so much better than that. I am so much better of a trader than that mistake. Look how easily it's printed. And then also too, I forgot to even mention because today was so hectic, I ended up using code Diego on Alpha Futures to get another account. I got the zero plan and I one day passed it. I one day passed it, which I don't recommend trying to do one day passes. I think you should just take your time. But code Diego had this thing 25% off. So I one day passed this account. So we actually got more funding on the zero plan, which I'm kind of excited about because these zero plans are pretty sick. But like I would much rather have just gotten the payout than this. And again, it's so frustrating because today was such an easy trading day. If I was just disciplined and controlled, maybe I don't even take this short. I probably don't even take this short if I was like really disciplined on the day because like this was not a chase, but like, it's a good trade in terms of just drawing liquidity. Like the drawing liquidity is so obvious here at this point that we were going to flush through this low. Like we're never getting this candle near open and just stopping here. So this trade was fine, but maybe I don't take it. I'm taking either a trade here. I'm either entering on this candle on this inversion and just having my stop at this low, or maybe like here for 50 points, or I'm entering on this candle and I have my stop loss here, and I'm printing regardless. I'm printing regardless. I would have got my payout regardless, and I think that's what's more frustrating about today is that I would have been paid regardless if I just didn't do something I knew not to do, which is trade pre-market where I don't have conviction, I don't have confidence, I'm not good at pre-market trading, and then I gambled off open. I could have probably made back the 200 here. Regardless, the day wouldn't have been that bad. It would not have been that bad. We wouldn't be $1,000 down on that account that we're going to have to work back to. We'd be fine. But because I got so focused on something that making $70 to get paid was not trading. That's why prop firm trading it's designed to have these problems that you wouldn't have psychologically if you're on a live account because there's no, hey, I need to make $70, right? If I'm on a live account, I don't need to make $70. If I make $70, I make $70, but I don't need to make money. So you're not just sitting there, oh, I'm just going to gamble open to make this $70 so I can get paid. You only get paid when you hit all the jumps and hoops and whatever for payouts. So it puts this psychological pressure that is beatable. It's not impossible to overcome. I should be able to do better. But because it's there for the degenerate brain, which is what these prop firms are tailored to degenerate gamblers. This is how they make their bread off me. I'm their method. I am their method. That's how they get paid. Is by me, people like me saying, you know what, I want this. I need this. I need this. I'm the method. I am the method. So frustrating. It's beyond frustrating because it's like I had it in my hand and I threw it away because I wanted to just I don't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to be an idiot. I just wanted to sit there and I don't even know why. I mean, this is the thing, man. It's just I know why. I know why I did this because if I would have gotten a few points, which 99% of the time it's going to move those few little points and going to just rip and boom, I get $500. So it makes sense because I would have been rewarded for my mistake. I would have made $400 to $500 by pushing a button today, even though, granted, it was a stupid decision. If a little bit of luck's on my side, I make $400 to $500. You can't put that temptation in front of a degenerate like myself. I have to learn from this. I don't know why I have to make this mistake a million times. I don't know why. But when I have it in my head that, hey, one button, I push one button, I enter on 2 minis, within 10 seconds, I could secure $400 that will hit my bank account. That does something to me that it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that tempting. It shouldn't be that desirable. Oh my gosh, $400. No, I'm just trading. I'm just trading. I'm just looking for setups. I'm just executing my edge. I'm risk management. That's what I'm doing. But no, I'm a degenerate gambler who has a problem with gambling, who cannot control himself. That's what I am right now, and I need to change it. I need to be someone that has self-control, someone that doesn't gamble, someone that isn't worried about the money. And we all know this. We all know that's what you have to do to succeed at trading, but I don't know why I cannot control it. I can't control myself. I cannot control myself trading. And it's so annoying because I want it so bad. I want it so bad. I think I want trading to work too bad. I think that's where a lot of my mistakes come from, is that I want to succeed so bad that I corrupt the idea of what success is. I corrupt the idea, and I fantasize the idea of what success is. And the success for me feels like making money, which it is. Making money is success in trading, but it's not trading. Trading isn't making money. Trading is making decisions that get you paid. That's what trading is. Trading is making decisions that get you paid. It's not about making money. But in my head, I think $400 is on the table today. If I just get a few points here on this gamble, I'm going to be able to make $400 that will hit my bank account, and I'll be able to make a video and say I got my payout, my third payout. And I just thought about all the things that could go right instead of all the things that would go wrong when I choose to make a dumb decision, which I did. But that's it, man. That's what this channel has been about from the start. That's why I post these videos, is because I know a million people go through the same thing. And it really makes me sad because I'm a smart person. I am a smart person. I am not this dumb. But I make really, really dumb decisions a lot of times, all the time. I am not this dumb. I am smarter than this. But I make stupid decisions when I'm trading because I get so focused on money, because I know what it can do to change my life, and I can do all these different things. I have all these different goals and dreams and things I want to do that can only really happen through money, and I know that it'll just change my life. So when I see an opportunity to make money, even if it's dumb, I think maybe I can get lucky this time, and maybe this time will be the last time. Maybe if I just gamble this one time, I'll gamble today, I'll get my payout, and then I'll start trading better the next time. But I just want this one. So when is it enough? It is never enough. It's a bottomless pit when you gamble trading. When you gamble in general, it is a bottomless pit. Gambling is a zero-sum game, a bottomless pit. You will never win if you gamble. You will never win as a gambler. If you gamble dumb, right? You'll never win. Why will you never win? Because eventually you give it all away. You can't have this mindset of, I'll gamble today and I'll stop. I'll trade good tomorrow. How many times have you guys told yourself, I'm going to pass this account. I don't care how I pass it. But after that, once I pass the account, I'll trade good. Or I need this payout. I don't care how I get it. I just need this payout. And once I get this payout, I don't care. I'll trade good. How many times have you told yourself that I'll just trade better after I get this payout? After I do this, I'll start X, Y, Z. You give yourself these stipulations that you're going to trade better. You're going to do something better just because you got the payout now. It doesn't work like that. It's never worked like that, and it'll never work like that. What ends up happening? You say, oh, I'm going to just do it one more time, and it burns you, and now you're down again, and now you're down again. This account, why am I so worried about this account now? Who cares? It might take me a little bit of time to build back the $1,000 I lost, but who cares, right? I don't need it tomorrow. But the thing is, this account, I almost got a $400 to $500 payout in like 4 or 5 trading days. I passed the account in 2 days, and I had like 4 or 5 trading days. I could have gotten a payout in like 5 days. It shows you, it's right there. You're a few decisions away. You're 1 month away from changing your life trading. You are 1 month, 2-3 months away from changing your life if you just stop making bad decisions. All it takes is 2 to 3 months of following your plan, being consistent, being smart, doing what you need to do, executing well to change your life trading, to change my life trading. All I need to do is sit there and do the right things. And if you go on a win streak, right? You don't have to just go on a win streak, but sometimes you go on a win streak trading, right? You can't control that. You just need to give yourself the opportunity for when those win streaks come, you get paid. If you do the right things for 2 months or 3 months trading, you could change your life. You could get a $10K month. You could get a $25,000 month. 3 months, you could make $25,000, $30,000. A yearly salary for some people, you could probably make in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. You can make a yearly salary from being unprofitable, being profitable just like that, and it will change your life if you just do it. But you can't make these dumb mistakes. I can't be sitting here 1 trade away from a payout and gamble. I can't do that because that's not going to work. That's not something I would do as a profitable trader. I have to make actions that a profitable person would do. Would a profitable trader sit there and gamble just because he's 1 trade away? No. Would I be gambling? Let's say I had 20 accounts and I was $70 on each account away from payout. Would I gamble all of those accounts just to get $70, just to get a payout from each of them? No, I would wait for a trade. I would do proper risk management. I would get paid. Gambling will never make you succeed. You will never succeed gambling and trading. If you try and gamble, you will never succeed. It's just not possible because eventually it will bite you and you'll lose all your profits. All the profits I was working on for a week, 2 weeks is gone, thrown away in one day, in one button push. This account now is going to be very hard to get a payout from. All because I made a decision to throw it away. But we just have to learn from these lessons. We have to accept that trading is not a simple fix. It's something deeply rooted in psychology, a deep psychological problem that I, for whatever reason, cannot control, that I have to learn to control. I have to learn to be better. That's all it is. I have to learn to do the right thing. This sucks. This sucks to be down. But at the same time, I'm only down on the account. I make $500, it's back to even, and we just keep trading it, right? I don't have to make back the $1,000 tomorrow. I need to just show up and trade, and show up and trade, and show up and trade. I'm going to just trade it. I'm going to trade it and copy trade with my zero plan, and I'm just going to aim for $200 days. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to aim. I'm going to try and risk 200 to make 200, one trade a day. And if we bring the account out of drawdown, if we make the $1,000, we'll get a fat payout on the zero plan, and we'll get this account towards the payout. So that's all I'm gonna do. I have 5 days of $200. I have 5 different opportunities. I can't lose 5 straight days, and I'm just gonna start trading. $200 a trade, $150, $200 risk. Try and hit 200 for the day, and just keep it moving, and we'll see what happens, right? Same thing with the Apex. We're $500, a little bit, like $520 away from getting a big payout. I just have to do the right thing. I could have already had payouts on all these accounts if I just did the right thing. I would have had a $400+ payout today if I just waited for this trade here. If I didn't trade off open, I would have gotten a winning trade. I would have. I could not have lost in this market. I could have taken a trade here. That would have won. I could have taken a trade here or here. That would have won. I could have taken a short here. I could not have lost in this market. I'm not like saying, oh, in a hindsight warrior. I literally couldn't have lost in this market. I could have even if I took what I would say is not even a great trade, but this 5-minute inversion right here, I still wouldn't have lost. I could not have lost today. And that's what makes it so frustrating, because I lost my payout today on a day where I literally would have won any trade I placed. And that's what's the most frustrating about today, is that I would have won any trade I placed today. Any trade. If I would have placed any trade I could have think of, I would have won, and I would have gotten a payout, and I'd be making a whole different video today. I'd be talking about getting a third payout. I would be talking about, oh my gosh, it would just be such a different day. And so small decisions impact everything. I coach soccer, and my players, they're young. They're born in 2018. They're young players. I literally told them this week, and we had a tournament, and we didn't win a game for one of my teams. We played some good players, but we had a game where we were winning 3-1, and we had a game where we were tied 0-0, and we just couldn't score, and we lost that game 2-0. So we lost the game that we were up 3-1. We lost 5-3, and I told them. And then in our last game, we played a really good team. We just lost 9-0, right? The motivation wasn't there. Our spirits were down. But anyways, I told my players after the game, decisions and moments change games. You can play better than the other team for 95% of the game, but if moments don't go your way and you make a mistake, you lose the game. So you can be proud of your progress. You can be proud of improving. I told them all, hey, you guys all got better. All of you guys made improvements. Each one of you guys played better than you've ever played. You've learned. You learned. You didn't just show up to this tournament and lose. No, you learned from this opportunity. And now you have more experience going forwards, because mistakes change games. Mistakes change games. Not being focused changes games. I tell my players that. I need to tell myself that, right? I got better today. I got better this week. This month that's been terrible so far. Last month that was horrible. The month before that was great. I keep getting better. I keep learning. I keep improving. But mistakes change games. So instead of the soccer analogy, mistakes hurt accounts. Mistakes hurt your trading. One mistake changes a week, changes a month, changes your year, changes your profitability or not. But a mistake doesn't remove your learning. A mistake doesn't pull you back, right? If you make mistake trading, if you overtrade, if you overleverage, you gamble, it doesn't take away all the stuff you've learned. It doesn't take away your ability to read the market. What it might do is put you on tilt, and you might be able to not focus, and you might be trading bad because of that. But trading bad, right, having a bad day does not remove the 2 years of experience I have. Me making a bonehead decision to over leverage and gamble today, trying to get a payout, doesn't change the fact that I know how to read the market, that I can find good trades, that I can consistently win. It doesn't change any of that at all. It doesn't even get close to changing that. I don't lose. Just because you have a bad day, just because you lose an account, doesn't mean you lose all the experience you gained in your time trading. You are getting better each day if you show up. Right? How much you get rewarded for that depends on your discipline, depends on how good you can commit to the plan. But you're not getting worse. You can't get worse as a trader. You just can't. You can only get better. You might not make money, you might lose money, but you're getting better. You're learning lessons you need to learn. You're seeing things happen you need to see, and you're getting better. I got better today, even though I blew that count up, trying to get a payout. That's something you just gotta. If you know, you know. If you're a trader, you understand what I'm saying, right? Don't lose your conviction on one bad day. It's not the end of the world. It just means you didn't get paid today. I've been unprofitable. I haven't been getting paid consistently this whole time I've been trading. I'm flipping profitable slowly but surely. I can be profitable. I know I can. I can get payouts easily and more consistently. But right now, I'm not. So what's another month? What's another week? What's another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks of no payouts? What does it matter if I build the right habits, if I'm doing the right thing? I don't care. I shouldn't care, but I do care. And that's the biggest problem. So Alpha Futures 25% off is really, really a killer deal. I mean, I ran that up today. Unfortunately, had to spend money. But, I mean, cool, we got the account pass. Alpha Futures code Diego, 25% off. I don't know how long they're running this, but makes the zero plan literally the best account in the market. It literally rivals the My Fund of Future. It's actually better than My Fund of Future right now just because of the price. Once the 25% off goes away, My Fund of Futures will be on top, but My Fund of Futures code Diego as well. Take Profit Trader code Diego. And Apex is still running 80% off until the 16th. 80% off, $85 activation fee. Take advantage of this volatility. This market is moving. If you want to get more funding, if you're in that stage and you're trading where you want to get more allocation, trade this week. Trade heavy. Use the accounts that can 1 day pass or 2 day pass and that you don't have to pay activation fees. Try and get the cheaper accounts. Code Diego and all those firms get you the best deal, and you guys can stack some funding. So I really do recommend. I mean, I'm glad I stacked more funding today, but I wish I didn't blow through $1,000. So it's a learning lesson. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not even going to entertain any comment talking about, oh, you know, losing this money, you're bad at it. No, I don't care. I'm learning from my mistakes. I know that I'm dumb, and I'm going to improve, right? That's all it is. So I will see you guys in the next one, man. Appreciate you guys. So sorry that I had to be dumb again, but of course I'm just gonna keep documenting. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm supposed to do, is just to show you guys the journey, because I know if I'm making a mistake, thousands of other traders are, and you know, we'll get through this. You guys are seeing me improve. We're making, you know, we're making a higher low right now, right? We're putting in the low. We're having a low get put in, but we're making a higher low, right? This is a higher low than in April, February, March, right, when I was really down bad. This is a higher low. This is a higher low than a year ago, right? Don't look back a week. Look back 6 months ago, right? I'm way better now than I was 6 months ago. That's all that matters. Don't look day to day, week to week. Look on month to 6 month scales, and you will see improvement. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Oh, yeah, we have a new subscriber count. We hit 250 more subscribers, so that puts us at 5,750. We have some stallions we're going to put in the jar. So every 250 subscribers, we put a quarter in the jar. This is a 2006. Shout out 2006 borns. It's a little stallion here. Like some horses running the fields. Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. What a fitting day. And we put another quarter in the jar. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for subscribing to the channel. We're so close to 6,000 subs. 10K is like a dream goal. And I appreciate all you guys. So subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Let me know how you guys did today. And of course, code Diego on any firm of your liking, man. So I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. And if you have a bad day, I just want to advise you, just find somebody to talk to. Find somebody online in the Discord chat. Find somebody to talk to. Be honest about your mistakes. I came on to here and tell you guys honestly what I did, and it makes you feel better. It makes you feel not as hopeless, and don't be down on yourself. Find somebody to talk to. If you need to, right, you can always DM me. If you're having a really bad time trading, I might not be able to respond 24/7 all the time, but I'll respond to your DM somehow, some way if I see your comment. Let me know, man. Really reach out to me. I'll try my best. I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of messages. I try not to be on my phone just 24/7, which I could be, but I really do want to be here for you guys if you guys go through any struggle, because you guys know I know what it feels like. You guys know I know what it feels like, but I'm starting to get more of a positive outlook on everything, because at the end of the day, I realize it's not that deep. It's just not that deep in life. Trading is not worth your mental health, even though it affects my mental health really, really badly. It affects my mental health horribly, but I try and keep a more positive outlook, and talking really helps me. So I have this outlet to post on YouTube. If you guys don't post on YouTube because you don't want to, or whatever reason, obviously no one has to post on social media, but if you don't and you need some way to get it off your chest, DM me, DM a friend, tell your parents, talk to whoever, talk to people, man. It'll help you. I don't want to see you guys struggle. I don't want to see you guys go through this alone. So DM someone. Again, I'll try my best. I can't promise I'm going to be able to spend hours talking to you, but I'll try and respond. I'll try and give you some encouragement, and just leave a rant. Just leave a paragraph. I'll read it. I'll read the whole thing. Maybe I give a quick response, but I'll read the whole thing. So if get anything off your chest, man, talking about things helps you. It really, really does. Even anything. Even if just not trading, hit me up anytime, man. I really do mean that. Because I know how hard mental health is. But because at the end of the day, man, if you get up and you're alive and you're breathing, you are blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed I could lose $1,000 today. That's as simple as it is. So I will see you guys in the next one, man. Yeah, Code Diego on all the firms. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know how you guys did today. Peace out.